there guys, it's just Nick here with Clear Fitness. It's just a quick video for my LinkedIn page because I've been getting better with Facebook and Twitter, but I've not been on my LinkedIn as much, doing as much as I should be on that. To be honest, I don't altogether understand it. I know it's not like rocket science or anything, but it's a bit more complex than Facebook or Twitter because it's more businessy type stuff that you put on there. So this is a video just to say hello. You've connected to me or shown an interest, which is cool. I appreciate that. So you know, it's just a little bit about me. I'm a personal trainer, obviously. I live in Bristol. I live in the Hotwells area of Bristol at the moment. I'm a level 3 qualified personal trainer. I'm also qualified to teach kettlebell, boot camp and circuits, suspended movement training like TRX, and I have CPDs in speeds training, advanced core stability, functional fitness training and advanced fitness testing. So I did a good cluster of qualifications, you know, within the year and a half, and then while I was doing them I also completed my level 3 as well. So yeah, I just decided to get into personal training. I hit 30, and although in my opinion in your 30s you're still very young, I was just at a crossroads really. I'd been in bands for years. I still love music. I will be in a band again in a year or two when I'm self-sustaining from doing this and I've got my life sorted a bit more. But yeah, I was in a band for years, did some amazing things, toured Europe, played in 13 or so different countries. I'll never regret any moment I spent being in a band. I got to do some amazing things that most people don't get to do, and essentially we sort of got paid to do it as well. So that's, you know, if you'd have said that to me a few years ago, you'd have ended up doing that. I'd have said that's madness. Of course not. But you know, the weird coincidence is that when I started thinking more positively with my life and been more proactive, then stuff like that started to happen more. I moved down south. I met some people, we started a band and we went and toured, released a couple of CDs and had some guest vocal appearances from you know, a couple of my favourite vocalists, people I looked up to when I was a 16-year-old kid. So that's really cool. But anyway, at 30 I decided to do something else. Money wise I was struggling. I'd come off tour or whatever, or the band, you know, it would be hard. I'd be at work exhausted and I'd be crashing on people's couches and stuff like that, so it wasn't really ideal. So yeah, I decided to become a personal trainer. Fitness is something that I've been doing for a few years. I'd always taken it semi-seriously, but now I'm obviously taking it very seriously. I'm the type of PT where I don't live like a monk. I enjoy having a few craft beers on the weekend. I do eat, my balance is reasonable, but to be honest, I do eat what I like really. I'm worried that I need more vegetables in my diet and starchy foods and sort of lean meats, and you know, I need to drink more and stay hydrated. So I've got my nutritional knowledge is good, but for me, I do what works for me, and one of the main themes of how I'll be training people and the message I'll be getting across is do what works for you. Try and be the best version of yourself rather than comparing yourself to someone else all the time, because that, you know, that can be counterproductive. It's good to have people to look up to, it's good to have people to emulate, but try and do what's best for you. What I do at the moment works for me. I'm 15 stone, at my height, like 193 centimetres, 6'4" or something. That's a decent weight. I don't have much, I have a bit of body fat obviously around my stomach or whatnot, like a lot of guys, but not much really. Definitely not ripped, or I'm not going to be on the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine anytime soon. But I'm happy with my body. I'm pretty strong. Since I've become a PT, my core strength has got better. Mechanically, I've become more efficient. I'm more flexible, and I'm just better. You know, I'm multi-directional now. Whereas before, I was just a bit stuck in my ways with training, always doing bench press and stuff like that. But I've learned a lot. The science behind it. Does that mean you should train with me because I've learned a lot of the science behind stuff? To be honest, no, because there are some people that don't have qualifications that, you know, I probably know more. Well, they do. There are people out there that know more than personal trainers who don't have qualifications because they've put it into practice for years. Why should someone hire me as a trainer? I'm always striving to become better for myself. I can be my own harshest critic sometimes, but I want to be better for people. I want to do as I want to be as good as this as I can. So I strive to learn more. I keep active. It's not uncommon for me sometimes to walk like 60, 80 miles a week, which is a lot compared to the average Joe. So for myself, I'm trying to get better. It's not just something I'm doing for a quick buck. If it was, then my prices would be higher. As it is, my prices are decent, I think, and competitive, because I want to make money, but also I want to get more clients. I know that people can't afford loads these days. If they can, that's great, but I just set my prices at a certain amount this year, £25 a 60-minute session. I'm open to people asking for discounts or whatnot. If you don't ask, you don't get all that. You may not, but I may, if you book a load of sessions, I may say, yeah, that's fine, I'll throw a few freebies in. But you should hire me as a personal trainer, because I've been in a situation in my life where I've been fucked, really. I've had really severe depression. I'm overcoming my anxiety now, but I've always had terrible anxiety. But I expose myself to that now. I combat that bit by bit. I'm overcoming that. I'm someone that's been in a position where someone said to them, "You have to change your life. This isn't working." I was underweight. Again, for my height, I'm quite a tall guy. I was very light. I had bad complexion and all that. I only looked like I looked like I wasn't really in the room, if you know what I mean. I was smoking. I didn't smoke loads of weed, but I smoked enough where it's sort of like a doctor saying to me, "You need to stop doing that and sort of think about your health more." I was depressed at the time. I did the thing a lot of guys do, where I'd come out of a relationship and I just sort of went down, and really let that sort of destroy me for a time. And then I started getting into stuff like jiu-jitsu and a bit of martial arts. On and off, I've been doing martial arts for a few years, but I've not done it in a couple of years, to be honest. So I'm not going to make out that I'm the next John Jones, because I'm not. Although I do love martial arts and the positive things it can bring to your life. And then I got into fitness more, started going to the gym at uni. I started getting more interested in bodybuilding and that stuff. But I think I'm more all round now. I'm more interested in fitness all round. And yeah, I just took it from there, really. It was just always a hobby, and now obviously something I want to build a strong foundation under myself, something that I haven't had before, and I think fitness is a good way to do it. So yeah, I think I'm a good PT, because a lot of people that want to be trained will be trying to change the body composition. There may be things about themselves they want to change, which is cool. They might just want to do it for fun, or they might just mentally want something different, a different approach, someone a bit different. I'm not slandering other PTs or anything, because everyone has their own approach, but my approach is, I'm very real. I tell it how it is most of the time. I don't try and be rude, but I am laid back and relaxed in sessions. If you ask any of my clients, they're not going to say I'm an arsehole or anything, kicking them while they're doing push-ups or anything like that. I'm relaxed in the sessions. It's just cool. I appreciate if people turn up on time and do what I tell them. By all means, ask questions, test my knowledge, because most of the time I'm okay, but I don't know all this stuff. No one does. Just because I've done a qualification, it doesn't mean to say I know everything about fitness. And to be honest with fitness, it's one of those things, there's no definitive answer for anything. So that's why I'm saying whatever works for you is best. So if you come and train with me, I'll help you find out what works for you, okay? But yeah, that's why you should consider me as a PT in the future. I mean, I'm just getting going now. I'm sorting out my branded clothing, my marketing, getting a new bike, new laptop, all that stuff. But I want to be able to offer corporate fitness for companies as well. Because essentially, you're at a company, you've got people working for you. Productivity could be higher if they're happier and fitter and they feel better and more comfortable at work. If you sat down for a long time during the day, you'll only burn 300 calories or so. If you have a couple of sessions extra a week or do a boot camp or whatnot, then the caloric burn goes up a lot more. So it's good to do. Man, it's really windy in here today. Letterboxes flapping all over the shop. So yeah, I'd like to do that as well. Corporate fitness. I'd like to do more boot camps. Obviously, I'm picking up clients at the moment. It's just something that's starting. I'm waiting on a startup loan and all that. But should you hire me as a personal trainer? I think you should. Again, like I said before, it's not just the money. Money's good. I've never had loads of money anyway, so money's not a deciding factor in everything I do in life. In life, whether it's a career, relationships, whatever, I think you can't always just look at the money factor, because you'll be a very unhappy person if you do. So if there's anything you'd like to know, I'm going to pop to the gym now and train with a friend, which I'm looking forward to because I've had a few days off. I've been back home in Yorkshire, seeing my family, which is great. But yeah, remember why you're training, why you're watching this video, and where you want to go. But you should train, whether it's with me, whether you look at a YouTube video and copy that, whatever, you should train. It's easy to even walk 10,000 steps a day. That's what's recommended. I did that yesterday, and I was on a bus for like 12 hours yesterday. It's really easy to walk 10,000 steps. If you're not able or whatever, that's a different story. But for the average person, it's easy to walk a bit more. It's easy to do some planks or some sit-ups or some squats or some burpees. You just have to find 2 or 3 days a week for 25 or 30 minutes or something to do it, okay? Get in touch if you need to know more. If you want to train with me, please, that's even better, get in touch. But otherwise, peace out. It was just a quick intro for my LinkedIn. But yeah, I appreciate you watching, showing interest. I'm excited about the journey. This is life, man. You've got to try things. I may try and fail. I don't think I will. I believe I'll be successful at doing it. I know I will be. But you've got to try things. If you fail, that's fine. Everyone fails. If you just play it safe and do what you're expected to do, come deathbed time, you may look back on a life of regrets. That's one thing that frightens me now. So yeah, look at your life. If you're happy, that's cool. If you think there's room for improvement, identify where that improvement is needed and go from there, okay? Because whoever you are, it's got nothing to do with money. There's always room for self-improvement. But you'll never be perfect, and that's all good. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Take it easy.